Welcome to Sankofa Animation Network. I'm Alicia Diane. Sankofa Animation Network exists to uplift Black and Brown communities through animated film, faith-centered storytelling, and creative education, building a global community where underrepresented voices are nurtured, empowered, and seen. My next guest is nothing short of a treasure in the animation industry. His name is Dan Haskett, and his 50-plus year career has covered everything from educational films and commercials to TV series and features, wearing several hats as an animator, character designer, storyboard artist, and more. His credits include The Little Mermaid, The Simpsons, Toy Story, Scooby-Doo, Merry Little Batman, Sesame Street, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, Johnny Bravo, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Cuphead, The Chipmunk Adventures, Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, and more. His side hustles have been years of designing character merch for Disney, Warner Brothers, Nickelodeon, Playskool, and others, including co-illustrating 6 Little Golden Books. Please welcome Dan Haskett.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, I'm so excited to have my very special guest, Dan Haskett. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this. So, you've contributed such an incredible range of animated films and series over your career. Are you able to name them all?
No. In fact, I'm afraid I'm starting to forget them more than I thought I ever would because I used to remember everything I ever did. But okay, some highlights.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. The Little Mermaid.
Mm,
Let's see,
hmm
Prince of Egypt.
hmm
Raggedy Ann and Andy was my first movie.
hmm
Let's see. Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Looney Tunes,
Wow.
cartoons, The Day the Earth Blew Up. Uh, let's see.
Yes.
Oh, there's a few. Okay.
Yes, there's more than a few. There's more than a few. Well, thank you so much for that introduction to some of your work.
Mhm.
Of all the characters that you've helped design, is there one that audiences ask you about more than any other? And what do you think makes that character resonate so strongly?
Oh, that's a good one because I don't recall ever really talking with people about the characters themselves. I think the one I probably have the most press for, I guess, is The Little Mermaid.
Mhm, mhm.
And after that would be would be an Animaniacs character called Minerva Mink,
Oh,
which
yes.
seems to have a big fan following.
Yes.
But yeah, beyond that, I would have to do some thinking.
Oh,
Um, but those are the ones that seem to come up the most often.
mhm.
Uh, oh gosh, because that and maybe some of the TV material maybe, but they don't talk to me about it. I mean things like Simpsons
Yeah.
and oh my goodness. What else? What stands out? Hmm. I have to
Yeah.
come back to that one.
Yeah, okay. You think there's a reason why those characters are so prevalent in the press, or why people t have these following towards them?
I think with Ariel, uh,
Mhm.
Ariel was the signal of the Disney Renaissance.
Yeah.
And so I think that for a whole generation now,
Mhm.
she is that movie is Disney
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
what gets me, I know that a lot of people have not seen a lot of young people, young adults, are not as familiar with the stuff
Wow.
that came before. There
Yeah.
are a few exceptions, but I think for a lot of people, it seems to me that for a
Mhm.
lot of people, Disney now starts with Ariel.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think that was definitely a powerful character, and I can resonate because I think that was the first feature animation I saw in the theaters.
Ah, right.
And looking across your career, which project felt the most rewarding for you personally, and which one challenged you the most?
Mm. Certainly one of the most rewarding is Raggedy Ann and Andy because that was my first
Um,
movie, but mainly because it was a once in a lifetime setup
mhm.
because we had people, Richard Williams
Yeah.
was bringing in all of these golden age Hollywood animators onto the
Mhm.
project, And so my generation got a chance to work with the people whose work we had grown up admiring.
Yeah. Mhm.
And we all knew on some level this probably is not going to happen again.
Yeah, once in a lifetime.
Yeah, so we better enjoy this. We better get all, everything. We better learn everything we can on this project while we can, because you know, this is a big deal, and it
Oh,
really was
wow.
because there wasn't back then. Features weren't animated features were certainly not common,
Yeah. Mhm.
and non-Disney ones were less common. So
Mhm.
yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, I'm imagining that had to be something really special, just all of those great minds all working on the same project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how about the most challenging? What was the most
Mm.
challenging, do you think?
Actually, one of the most challenging was the Prince of Egypt
Oh, okay.
because I was on it at the very, very beginning when things were still being figured out all around.
Mhm.
And as a character designer on that, I
Mhm.
wanted to make sure that I was doing something that was not going to be insulting to
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
And that's been a continuing thread, uh, at least up to now. It's been a thread in my career because it hasn't been until now that people have been concerned
Yeah.
about making sure that they don't offend, uh,
Mhm.
you know, certain groups of people.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so I've had part of my career was spent as the sort of as one of the go-to people when it
Oh.
came to characters of color.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering if
Yeah.
that may happen again in the near future because now that we have
Mhm.
more characters of color,
Yeah.
um, that's certainly something that I would like to get back into, at least in with students
Yeah.
and talk with them about.
Mhm. Yeah, that definitely had to be tricky. I mean, you're doing something
Mm.
that's like a historic piece, and you have like this mix of different cultures. Like in Egypt, you have the Egyptians, you're having Hebrews, and so you're having Israelites. So I'm imagining, but it was
Yeah.
done so beautifully. Like those characters are just, they just stand out like over time because I just feel like they don't look like anything else.
Well, it's a historical piece and a biblical piece,
Yeah.
you know.
Hmm.
But I have to say, the final product really doesn't have much, if anything, to do with me at all as far as character design, because well, that was very challenging too, because
Mm.
I've worked on a lot of things where most or all of my work has been thrown out.
Oh, wow.
And for Prince of Egypt, I don't have a lot left except maybe a few bits of animation.
Wow.
But one good thing about it, I at least was able to give a talk
Hmm.
to the brand new staff uh, about things. And
Hmm.
I think somewhere, I don't know if I have a copy of it, but somebody
Yeah.
has a copy of it somewhere on tape or whatever. But so maybe that was really the best part of it for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that that conversation went well and that you were able
Mm.
to get some things
Apparently
like
it
that.
did because once in a great while run into somebody on social media who remembers uh
Yeah.
being in that class. So
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. Like, this is a whole different time.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
so after more than 40 years in the animation industry, what still frustrates you or feel like it hasn't changed? It feels like we're leading into this deeper topic.
Oh, well, first off, it's more than 50 years
Oh,
now.
wow.
And what is still frustrating about it for me is the lack of range.
Mm,
We're getting better now.
mhm.
But I remember just as a kid getting into the field
Yeah.
that there was so much I felt that it was capable of.
Mhm. Mhm.
And there's still so much that I still haven't seen or that
Yeah.
haven't or I haven't done, you know.
Yeah.
I'm as guilty as anybody of not actually doing it.
Mhm.
And I think that a lot of people, maybe particularly in the States,
Yeah.
are still wrestling with the idea that they can do a range of material, that it doesn't have to be funny. It doesn't have to
Um,
be for children.
mhm.
It doesn't have to be family friendly.
Yeah.
And you can still um, entice an
Mhm.
audience with
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I have to say, this is a time that today, I'm really glad that I'm still around today because it used to be that animation was strictly in the United States was strictly for kids.
Yeah. Mhm.
I can't even call it family friendly. It was kid friendly. It had to be
Yeah.
kid friendly. You couldn't have one set of jokes for the kids and the other set for the adults,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
unless you wanted to run into trouble.
Yep.
But at least now we're getting past that point where adults will admit to wanting to go see a cartoon
Mm.
alone.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
at least we've gotten that far.
Mhm.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Mhm. Oh man, I mean, I'm so curious too, like why there's such a limitation, or if it's just out of fear of the production costs, like why there's still such so many things that aren't being made in the animation medium. Because there's you're right. I mean, there's so much that can be done that hasn't been done yet, and I think that's just something
Well,
we'll have to
I
see.
think at least as far as the industry is concerned, that up until now, uh, animation wasn't really thought of very highly
Mm-hmm.
until now, you
Yeah.
know. And so yeah, people didn't think of it as being, anything that could handle anything. Oh, well, that's kid stuff. All that is kid stuff. Of
Yeah.
course, then once upon a time, science fiction was also kid stuff.
Yeah.
And here we are. That I think that's changed a little bit
Yep. I think that's
today.
changed a whole lot. Yeah.
So I don't think animation is far behind now.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, we're definitely seeing grown men are huge fans of Star Wars and all of that. So,
Mm, right.
hmm so when you look at how young artists are being trained today, what do you wish schools and universities place more emphasis on?
The business, the
Mm-hmm.
business side of the business.
Hmm.
Uh, and from what I understand, now I'm not too sure about this, so, but also actually, perhaps actually animating.
Mm, uh-huh.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not too sure about that, but I do have to wonder because from what I've been seeing, I think
Yeah.
that there's a lot that kids can learn about acting
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
about timing
Hmm.
and when I say timing, not only timing of movement, but comedy timing
Yeah. Hmm.
and and now dramatic timing as well.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it feels like it's gotten so sectionalized in the schools, and I'm wondering if they're even teaching much of any acting. Because the last time I've been in an animation department, I didn't see any acting happening at all. But I wonder, like, how
Mm.
much of that what made it special? Like, what about in your career when you were coming up, and the giants that you learned from too, and just the emphasis on like the personality, what the character's thinking, and I'm wondering how much of that is still ingrained in the education.
I'm guessing not much. One of the golden agers that I worked with on Raggedy Ann was Art Babbitt, who
Mm-hmm.
was responsible for what he was one of the what I call the fabulous five
Yeah,
animators who taught the nine old men.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he felt that at the time that animation needed to go back to the quality level of
Mm-hmm.
what they were doing in the 1940s
Yeah.
and then pick up from there and use it on new material,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
different kinds of material.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they learned an awful lot in a very short time,
Mm-hmm.
but not a lot of it has been put to use
Mm-hmm.
since since television came in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that is something that I think the colleges need to really take a look at because this is a character animation is a performing art.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's I never like put those two together, but it makes so much sense because it's very, very
Mm.
true. It's very, very true.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. And when I look back at some of those older animations from the 40s, and I'm just like, how were they doing that in that time? They were just beyond. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just
Mm.
crazy.
Hmm.
And what do you wish more young artists understood about the contributions of Black artists in the animation industry
I
and in
wish
animation
they,
history? Hmm.
yeah, I wish they knew how far back we go in the industry. Because there were, from my knowledge, there were folks in the 1950s
Hmm.
who were doing it, but nobody in animation really got press back
Yeah.
then except for studio owners, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them didn't get any press either.
Yeah.
But as far as Black contributors uh, to the industry and to the medium, um, I'm afraid a lot of students and newcomers really are not aware
Hmm.
that they existed.
Hmm.
And it's a shame and it's kind of strange to me because having come from a period where we had to really dig to find out any information about how to do anything with
Yeah.
this, um, much less who did what,
Yeah.
when and where.
Hmm.
Um, there are people who worked in New York, for example, who almost never get any press. That's
Hmm.
just happening. I think that's just begun to happen now.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm thinking in particular of a couple of people, Doug Moy and Wardell Gaynor, who
Hmm.
were cameramen,
Hmm. Hmm.
and Marilyn Carrington, who was an ink and paint
Hmm.
artist, and T. Collins, who was in commercials.
Hmm.
And all of them started to my knowledge, in the 50s.
Wow.
But you don't hear
I don't hear about them.
only no, no.
Hmm.
If you weren't in Hollywood, then you're not heard of.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
it's but as I say, finally the information is coming out. So bit by bit, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. But that's the first thing comes to mind when I think about students coming in, young artists coming into it now.
Yeah.
That because it, I don't, I hope they're not feeling like, they're the first and
Yeah.
all the agony that
Yeah.
comes with being the first. You
Yeah.
know? It's
Hmm.
like, no, you
Hmm.
can relax, you know?
Someone started before you.
Yeah, I mean, and in Hollywood, you had people like Frank Braxton and Nelda Ridley and others that I'm not aware of now
Yeah.
myself that I would have to start digging and
Hmm.
find out, But I don't mind dropping names as long as I've got you
Yeah.
here on Zoom.
Yeah. I think it's good because then like people like can actually look up these names, and find out who these people are because they existed and so many of them didn't get the credit that they deserved, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah. So yes, please drop all the names.
Okay. I will drop two more right now, Bob Tyler and Bob Go.
Okay, so hopefully
Okay.
people listening, you want to Google those names and learn about these people. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And at any point in your career, did you feel that you were overlooked or that your work wasn't fully credited? I know you mentioned a lot of your stuff didn't show up in the finals. And so, how did you navigate that?
Mm. Well, it's always difficult. And I guess the only thing I could say I could how to navigate it, in my case, would just keep working and
Mm-hmm.
just say, well, it comes with the territory.
Mm-hmm.
It just sometimes it happens, and that's that. Maybe the next one will be different. The next one will be better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and since I've always had to keep working anyway, it made it a little easier to
Mm-hmm.
take. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't easy. It's never easy. But
Mm-hmm.
I think there are so many things with this field where you're kind of coasting on love.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you
for
ever
sure.
lose that, then you're in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Because it's only now that people are getting the not only the interest,
Yeah.
but also the realization that there's so much more to this than has been done
Yeah.
up to now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this time period, especially where people are doing much, much more independent work,
Yeah.
uh, you're starting to realize, oh, this is something that hasn't been done before. Maybe we can do it now because there's nobody saying no.
Yeah. I think that's kind of one of the only good things to come out of the lack of jobs that we're seeing is that people are kind of being forced into this area of having to create their own work and having to create
Yeah,
their own stories. And it's kind of pushing artists to like, okay, think outside the box now.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Up till now, it's been primarily a job.
Yeah.
And it's a nice job. It's a job where you get to draw all day and everything. But I just remember as when I first came to Hollywood,
Hmm.
people would say, "I'm so glad I have a job where I get to draw all day long." And I'm glad, I understand it and I understand where they're coming from with
Yeah.
that. But I felt like there's other things. You're maybe a little too happy to just be there because there's all this other stuff that's could be so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was a kid in the 70s in the business,
Hmm.
um, there was Ralph Bakshi with
Hmm.
the stuff that he was doing, and I mean whatever you may think of what he did,
Hmm.
it was nothing if it wasn't different.
Yeah.
Okay. He did a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do,
Yeah.
but but the thing is, seeing that stuff and
Yeah.
others, and
Hmm.
also around the same time, I was also being exposed to animation from other countries.
Ah, okay.
And plus, there was all the stuff that had been done in America. When I was a kid, when I was a little kid in the 50s, I was
Hmm.
seeing everything that had been done up to that point. So
Yeah.
I was
Hmm.
seeing, like, 30 plus whatever years of animation.
Hmm.
And plus, now TV was in, so I'm seeing, commercials for adult products that are using cartoons to sell
Yeah.
adult products. And so it's a different type of humor, and different type of
Hmm.
drawing,
Yeah.
different type of everything.
Yeah.
So I saw all this stuff that really grabbed me.
Mm. Oh my goodness. So, are you hopeful about the progress being made around diversity and representation in animation today? So, a little bit of a shift into the future and what you think the outlook is going to look like.
Yeah, I am hopeful for it. I'd like to do whatever I can to just try to make sure that um, people coming into it now don't have to struggle as much
Yeah.
as I did, or the people who came before me.
Yeah.
So that's why whenever I talk at a school or at a studio, I just say, it's okay, ask questions,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I'm not going to bite your head off. I'm not going to say, well, you're terrible because you're young and I hate you. I'm not going to do any of that. And I don't think, I mean, yeah, you'll get a few people who is, nervous, because when I started, I ran
Yeah.
into the then old timers who didn't want me in there,
Mm-hmm.
for a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of reasons,
Yeah. More than one.
It could have been, it was maybe the racial thing, but
Yeah.
also it was the age thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were holding on to their jobs. They didn't want to, give them up
Yeah.
to kids. They
Yeah.
couldn't afford to give them up
Yeah.
to kids.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that is still in case or still the case.
Good
And
question. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. And
I
then
think, I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I think I'm guessing, but I think you'll find more people are willing to talk to
Hmm.
kids now than
Hmm.
before. Because I know there was a back and forth. One of my coworkers at Warner, uh, these in the 21st century here,
Yeah.
was talking about the golden agers that he worked with.
Hmm.
And, he had a pretty good time with people who were willing to share their
Oh.
knowledge.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I don't think, I don't know if that's changed a hell of a lot.
Mm.
I know when my generation came into the field, um, there was an attitude of, I remember at Disney specifically, there was an attitude of, uh, this stuff is gonna die with me. you
Oh yeah.
know? But then as the 70s wore on and times were
Yeah.
changing and they were getting older, they were like, this is gonna die with me.
Wow.
We
Yeah,
gotta
like
do
oh
something
wow.
about
Like
it,
it really will. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like every 20 years or so that happens. Maybe it's
Yeah.
happening quicker now. I don't know. But
Yeah.
mm,
And I think there's a difference in the way that artists see it because I'm so glad that you are so open about like what you know and wanting to share that and pass that on. But I also know that there's some artists who are not that way. And I remember hearing a talk not too long ago
mm,
and the artist was speaking. I won't mention their name, but they were saying, someone asked um her to teach them and she's like, well, this is my gift and I don't know if I want you to take that and reproduce it
Wow.
somewhere else. And I
Wow.
thought, wow, how, how unfortunate is that someone can't get, take your some of your knowledge and, do it in their way, because your own art is never going to be someone else's. It's just passing that knowledge down. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a shame. That's really a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm
But
glad that people know that they can come to you for advice.
and I'm not the only one, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. I mean, generally I think that most artists in the animation industry are pretty open about sharing what they know.
Hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And who were some of the artists, or even more specific works that inspired you to pursue your career in animation?
Oh man, I
Mm.
really didn't have specifics. Because like I said, I think I always tell people it found me. I didn't find it.
Mhm.
I didn't have any specific people or studios or projects. It's just the whole thing, the whole Megillah
Yeah.
did it for me.
Mhm.
And as I was saying about all the stuff that I saw when I was little, just
Yeah.
you know, drawings that come to life, drawings that
Yeah.
move. That was
Mhm.
that was it.
Mhm.
Because I was interested. I'm still, I'm interested in all kinds of cartooning,
Yeah.
but animation just grabbed me because you could do something that not only moved and not only had a feeling of life to it, but could actually use that to communicate
Yeah.
to people, to reach people
Yeah.
emotionally.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean that was what was one of the things that was fun for me about the Disney features
Yeah.
was seeing how people responded to them.
Mhm. Mhm.
That they were crying
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
cartoon,
Mhm.
ooh, what
Yeah.
else? What else can be done with this? What?
Mhm. Mhm.
If you can reach people emotionally with a stack of drawings,
Mhm. Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and 'cause now that you mention that too, I think um, about the particular films that I saw and series that I saw that really inspired me to animation. That's kind of what you're saying. Years before you know the names behind the work. Was there one particular piece or something that inspired you when you were younger?
Mm, no, no, there was not, no, not one particular thing.
Mm,
No, it was the whole thing.
the whole idea of
Um,
it.
yeah, I mean, I could break it down and say, okay, Disney was inspiring because of what I just said, how they had a range of emotions in the stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Warner was inspiring because of the type of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Ward was
Mm-hmm.
inspiring with Rocky and Bullwinkle because it was
Mm-hmm.
satirical.
Yeah.
Commercials were inspiring
Mm-hmm.
because they had to reach adults all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And up to that point, I hadn't seen anything like the private snafu stuff or anything like that that
Mhm,
was, aimed at teenagers and young
mhm.
adults. So with the commercials, I saw that, that they were actually catering to a completely different audience
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
50s
Yeah.
and early 60s.
Mhm.
So each one of those things was
Mhm.
inspiring. And animation from other countries was inspiring because of the weight of
Yeah.
what they were talking about.
Mm.
You get
Mhm.
things from Eastern Europe
Yeah.
that were a world away from what was being done in the States.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I was seeing science fiction from Japan,
Mhm.
with Astro Boy and things
Yeah.
like that. And which America wasn't really doing a whole lot of science fiction in
Mhm.
animation, except maybe
Mhm.
for Superman, the Flasher, Superman
Yeah.
cartoons
Yeah.
were just about it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it seemed to like kind of derive from the comics era, but no, that's so true. And I hadn't even thought, but you're so right. Like how other countries really started to talk on the heavier topics, which I think just gives artists more of a range to talk about the deeper things that they want to talk about through their art. And I think, yeah, just the medium itself, there's so many avenues, and there's so many there's so much variety, and I think it's encouraging that there can still be a lot more.
Hmm.
Mhm. And let's see, what's something that you wish that you had known about the animation industry before you stepped into it?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I wish I had known that. I wish I had been prepared for the fact that a lot of people did not see what this medium was really capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I started at before, okay, on my 16th birthday, I got a book from one of my aunts called the Disney version,
Mm-hmm.
which was a very good book for me to read because it was the first book that I ever saw that treated Walt Disney as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
And the book, so as a result, the book was very unpopular at the time
Mm-hmm.
because it came out just like about a year and a half or so after his death. So
Oh,
people were not ready for that
yeah.
so soon.
um
But it helped me a lot because it talks about not only Walt himself, but how the studio was run and how people who worked there felt about what they were doing
mm-hmm.
and felt about how the studio was proceeding
Mm-hmm.
and, the good things it did and the mistakes that it made.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that helped quite a bit. I wish that, I'm glad that I saw that because I think a lot of people didn't,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I wish there's a part of me wants to say I wish I had known that more people in it were not satisfied with it.
Mm. Oh, that's a good one.
Uh, yeah, because I guess I always loved this thing so much. One of my bosses in merchandising said, "You care too much."
Oh.
I was bitching about the animation business one day to him. And they said, "You care too much,"
Oh my gosh.
and I think he had a point, you know.
Hmm.
But I wish I had known that. I wish I had known a lot more about how people felt about what they were doing
Mm-hmm.
because I think I could have navigated things better.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, and things got to the point where people weren't. It's almost like they were afraid to talk
Yeah.
about it.
Mm.
Uh, so, and then the younger ones were afraid to talk about it. So I'm like,
Yeah. I wonder, like, because I do think too that there is like a certain level of like rose-tinted glasses when you're coming in, and you think that
yeah,
when you're working on these films, you're gonna feel like the same way you felt when you were watching the films. And I think there's a learning curve of like, okay, this is a career that I'm choosing, and it's not an easy one, and it does come with some difficult emotions, different people to work with, and it's not just
mm,
all roses.
right, right. And the
Mhm.
trick is to get students to realize that without scaring them
Yeah,
and turning them
exactly.
off from it.
Yeah. Yeah, like expect the challenges, but be prepared for them so that you're just not caught off guard. So I think that's great advice because I think it's good to know that it's not going to be completely easy.
It's like you're dealing with human beings, not just cartoon
Yeah,
characters.
it would be great if we could just work in a room with
Yeah,
all of the the cartoon characters and that.
yeah, we're not going to be skipping through the enchanted forest. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly, exactly. It's still a career, yeah, and it does bring challenges for sure. Yeah, no, that's great. And I have like one bonus question for you,
Mhm.
and that is, what skill, mindset, or habit has helped you most in creating opportunities and sustaining your career over time?
Versatility.
Mm, mhm,
This is another thing that I don't think the colleges are teaching,
mhm,
that I don't think they're preparing kids who are looking to become studio artists, that you're going to be drawing a whole lot of different styles besides your own.
mhm,
Because what I keep hearing from teachers over and over again is kids are really concerned about having their style,
mhm, mhm.
which is fine. But the only thing is, your style is how you draw.
Yeah.
And all that is just that it's that's personal. It's
Mhm.
not um, conscious.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's something that you develop because of your particular likes and dislikes and influences and so forth. It's not something that you can do consciously.
Mhm.
Because if you
Mhm.
try to do it consciously, all that means is that you're copying somebody else.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
oh, I like this, so I'll just do that. I
Yeah.
won't bring in anything else from any other places, any other
Yeah.
influences, any other art forms, any other people, any other anything.
Mhm.
At least that's how I look at it.
Oh, no,
But,
that's great. Oh, go ahead.
but yeah, but versatility, I think that's what helped. That's one thing that's definitely saved me
Mhm.
and enabled me to keep working for 50 plus years.
Yeah.
And I hope that more kids realize that one person is doing this style, this style, this style, this style, and this style.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it helps you too in the
Mhm.
long run because it opens up your head.
Yeah. Mhm. Take
And
some of the pressure off.
yeah, and also it's fun to see what else you can do instead of just
Mhm.
one thing over and over, year after year.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, so it definitely sounds like you're just, your advice is to just keep an open mind and to just learn from multiple sources, which is so
Right.
great because just one source is never enough. Lots and lots of sources.
Mm.
And like you've
Mhm.
done, like worked on lots and lots of different types of projects in many
Yeah,
different styles.
yeah. I mean, I started in commercials,
Yeah, wow.
and that's where you're always doing something else. At least
Mhm.
back then, where you were doing, every project you got was a different style,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that was the whole thing. Because at that time, the designer was king,
Yeah.
not the
Mhm.
animator.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you had to learn how to do these things.
Wow. Mhm.
And it helped a lot because it just gave me more uh, arrows in
Mhm.
my quiver,
Mhm.
so
Oh, that's so good. Any closing remarks for any artists who's maybe still just starting out or might need a little encouragement?
oh my, look farther than what's immediately popular.
Mm,
There are so many styles and so many approaches to storytelling and to humor and to story material. There's so much that's never been done.
mhm,
And Yes, it's very easy to fall in love with what's right in front of your face at any given time. But there's also a few hundred years of
Mm-hmm.
other things that might inspire you. And if you don't look at them, you'll never know if they will or not.
Mm.
There might be something from, 200 or 300 years before you were born that resonates with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't look, you ain't gonna find it.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, guys, so you could hear that. Look, visit your local museums to get some insight, get some inspiration.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
one big influence on me was an artist named Ben Shahn,
Mhm.
who was as far away from from Bugs Bunny as you can get.
Mhm.
But there was something in his work that resonated with me on a very personal level. And I don't even know if I can put it in words,
Yeah.
but it was an influence. It became an influence on how I drew and how I designed characters.
Mhm. Mhm.
Even when I was, if I wasn't copying his style, but I was trying to get that feeling that he
Yeah.
had.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because that's what got me even as a little boy and seeing his stuff was that there was just this pull. There was this weight, there was this meat to it that was very emotionally grabbing.
Yeah. The emotional. Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
and that
emotional.
was always the thing with me is that I really enjoyed that thing about cartooning.
Mhm.
When I was working on The Simpsons, I was telling one of the guys in charge, he asked me, who my influences were.
Mhm.
And I said, one big influence for me was Charles Schulz.
Mhm. Mhm.
And this guy thought I was lying because he saw me as a Disney guy.
Yeah.
But Charles Schulz, one of the things I loved so much about his work was that he was able to get all this expression into a face with as few lines as humanly
Yeah.
possible.
Mhm.
And that stuck with me from that day, from when I was a little kid to now.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he said, "No, what are you talking about? Charles, peanuts, get out of it, But that's the truth because it
Mhm.
was there, and I
Yeah.
and I was able to put it in The Simpsons,
Yeah.
and anything else that I've worked on.
Mhm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, uh lots of inspiration to pull from. So I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Especially the emotion in the line work. That's great advice. That's great advice.
Mm.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me during this time. I'd love for you to share your shirt. Made in New York, is that what that says?
Oh, yeah, made in New York. That's right.
I
I
love
was
that.
made there, and I wish I had been able to work on more things there, but
Yes.
who knows? Who knows?
Yes. How can people find you? Are you available online? Do you have a website or on social media at all?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram,
Awesome.
and if I get on any other formats, I'll let you know.
Awesome.
But that's where folks can find me at the moment.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. And it was a
Thank you.
pleasure. It's a pleasure talking with you.
Same here.
Okay. Take care.
All right. All right.
Bye bye.
So long.